What if I told you that one of the greatest bodybuilding legends of all time is now 60 years old, but still looks like he's in his mid-30s? A man who once competed on stage with giants like Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, a man who was admired even by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and a man who has faced more health battles than most of us could imagine. That man is Flex Wheeler. He is 60 years old, but his body tells a different story. His skin, his muscles, his energy, they all look decades younger. And it's not magic. It's not luck. It's a carefully crafted lifestyle built on discipline, routine, and one surprisingly simple secret that begins every single morning. Stay with me because you will be stunned when we reveal something about him at the end of this video. Who is Flex Wheeler? Before we dive into the secrets of his breakfast and daily routine, let's take a moment to understand who Flex Wheeler really is. Born in 1965, Kenneth Flex Wheeler rose to fame in the golden era of bodybuilding during the 1990s. He quickly became known as the Sultan of Symmetry because his physique wasn't just massive, it was perfectly balanced, aesthetic, and proportioned in a way that very few athletes could ever achieve. Flex stood out on stage not only for his size, but also for his flowing lines, narrow waist, and flawless presentation. Many bodybuilding experts still say that Flex Wheeler had one of the most perfect physiques in the history of the sport. Arnold himself once called him one of the greatest talents he had ever seen. But his journey was far from easy. Flex battled severe health issues, including kidney disease that eventually led to a transplant, and later circulation problems that resulted in part of his leg being amputated. For most people, these struggles would have ended everything. But for Flex, it was just the beginning of a new chapter. Instead of slowing down, he adapted, rebuilt himself, and came back even stronger in spirit. Today, at 60 years old, he continues to inspire millions by showing that discipline and routine can slow down time itself. The breakfast secret. So how does Flex begin his day? The answer might surprise you. It's not an extravagant feast, and it's not some complicated celebrity diet. It's simple, consistent, and effective. Every morning, Flex Wheeler eats a carefully balanced breakfast built around lean proteins, clean carbs, and essential vitamins. His plate often includes egg whites for pure protein, a small portion of oatmeal for slow-burning energy, and fresh fruits for natural nutrients and antioxidants. Sometimes he adds a protein shake to maximize recovery and keep his body fueled throughout the day. Now, here's the important part. He doesn't switch this up randomly. He doesn't wake up one day and decide to eat pancakes, and the next day, donuts. His breakfast is consistent. Almost every day, he eats the same type of fuel. Why? Because he treats food as medicine. For him, breakfast isn't about pleasure. It's about giving his body the exact nutrients it needs to start the day strong and keep his energy steady. That's one of the reasons his skin still looks youthful and his muscles still look full at an age when most men struggle just to stay active. His first meal sets the tone for everything else, and he refuses to compromise on it. Flex Wheeler's daily routine. Breakfast is only one piece of the puzzle. What really keeps Flex looking and feeling decades younger is his complete daily routine. A routine he follows with the kind of discipline that most people can only dream of. Morning habits. Flex starts his mornings with mindfulness. He has learned through decades of highs and lows that mental clarity is just as important as physical power. Light stretching, breathing exercises, and even meditation often begin his day before that nutrient-packed breakfast. This isn't just about his body, it's about putting his mind in the right place to face whatever comes. Training split. Flex doesn't train like a reckless 20-year-old anymore, but that doesn't mean he's slowed down. Instead, he has become smarter with his training. His workouts include a calculated balance of strength training, functional movements, and cardiovascular work. Strength training keeps his muscles alive, dense, and strong. Functional exercises maintain flexibility and mobility, which are crucial as we age. And cardio ensures his heart stays as healthy as his body looks. Instead of chasing heavier and heavier weights, Flex focuses on precision, form, and longevity. Diet principles. Throughout the day, his meals remain simple, clean, and consistent. Lean proteins like chicken, fish, or eggs. Vegetables in abundance. Healthy fats like avocado and nuts. Complex carbs like rice or sweet potatoes. And above all, water. He drinks it constantly. This clean fuel keeps his metabolism sharp, his skin glowing, and his muscles full. He avoids processed foods and sugar not just because of bodybuilding, but because he knows they accelerate aging, recovery, and mental health. And then comes the part that most people overlook: recovery. Flex Wheeler has said repeatedly that recovery is just as important as training. He makes sure to sleep 7 to 8 hours each night, supplements his diet wisely, and uses techniques like stretching, massage, and meditation to keep his body stress-free. This cycle, train hard, eat clean, recover fully, has kept him strong at 60, while many of his peers from the golden era have aged far more drastically. But here's the real question. How is it possible that a man at 60 can look decades younger, while many of his fellow competitors have aged so visibly? What's the difference between Flex Wheeler and the others? Flex Wheeler's mindset and longevity habits. The truth is, Flex's greatest strength isn't just his muscle, it's his mindset. He has always believed that discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes with emotions. But discipline is what keeps you going every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Flex knows that he cannot train like he did in his 20s, so he trained smarter. He respects his body, listens to it, and adjusts his workouts according to what he needs. He has shifted his focus from chasing numbers in the gym to maintaining mobility, flexibility, and overall strength. And perhaps most importantly, Flex Wheeler has embraced a lifestyle of consistency. He doesn't fall for shortcuts. He doesn't skip routines. He doesn't make excuses. His mindset is one of daily commitment, and that's what keeps him ahead of time. How you can apply this to your life. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for you? You're not a professional bodybuilder. You don't have decades of elite training behind you. But the truth is, you can still apply many of Flex Wheeler's habits to your own life. Start with breakfast. Keep it simple. Eggs, oatmeal, fruits, or a protein smoothie. Consistency is more important than variety. When you fuel your body properly in the morning, your energy, mood, and focus improve for the rest of the day. Next, structure your workouts. You don't need to lift like a champion. Begin with bodyweight movements, push-ups, squats, planks, and build from there. Add light resistance as you improve. Cardio, even a brisk walk, should be part of your routine to keep your heart healthy. Hydration is non-negotiable. Carry water with you and drink it throughout the day. Dehydration is one of the hidden causes of fatigue and aging. And finally, respect recovery. Get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Stretch your muscles. Take care of your mental health through mindfulness or quiet reflection. These simple but consistent actions are exactly what keep Flex young, and they can do the same for you. The surprising reveal. Here's the shocking truth about Flex Wheeler. This is a man who has undergone a kidney transplant, who has battled severe health issues, and who even lost part of his leg. By all accounts, he could have retired from fitness long ago. Most people would have. But instead of surrendering, he used these setbacks as fuel. He turned his pain into discipline. He rebuilt himself step by step, routine by routine. Until today, at 60 years old, he still carries the look, energy, and aura of a man half his age. It's not genetics, it's not luck. It's the power of small, consistent choices repeated day after day, year after year. If Flex Wheeler can maintain this level of discipline at 60 years old, what excuse do we have? If a man who has faced surgeries, transplants, and setbacks can look this strong, then what's stopping the rest of us from at least making better choices every day? He is living proof that age doesn't have to define us. Time doesn't have to defeat us. And discipline, more than anything else, is the real secret weapon against aging. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe discipline can truly beat age? Or do you think Flex Wheeler is simply built differently than the rest of us? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if this story shocked and inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we have more incredible routines and untold secrets from legendary athletes coming your way. Remember, age is just a number, but discipline is forever.